Hello friends, and welcome back to the channel. This is Funmibi here again with a new sewing tutorial. In today's video, I'm going to be showing us all how I made this gorgeous outfit that I have on. This dress was inspired by May Rush Online. She's a ready-to-wear dressmaker based in Nigeria. I saw this particular style on her page the other day while scrolling on Instagram, and I decided to make this dress for myself. I also documented the entire process for those who might be interested in replicating something like this for themselves as well. So if you'll be interested in learning how to make something similar to what I have on for yourself or for your clients, please make sure you watch this video to the end. All right, guys, let's get straight into making this outfit. Let's go. Alright guys, so to make this particular outfit, you need your fabric of choice. I'm working with this African print fabric. You need your tape rule for taking measurements. You need your tools for cutting. I have two different scissors here that I'll be using interchangeably. I also have my thread snipper that I'll use in cutting my thread at the end of making the outfit. You need your pins as well for putting your fabric in place as you go along. You need your tailoring chalk for marking measurements. You also need your ruling tools, which are your ruler. This is my ruler right here, as well as your pattern master, and this is my pattern master as well. All right guys, so the next thing that we are going to do now is to fold our fabric across the bias grain, and that's exactly what I just did. I've done it once. Now I'm going to do it the second time. Remember, the dress we are making is a flared dress, so I'm just going to fold it one more time. But the second time I'm going to be folding, I'm not going to allow this edge to reach this other edge. I'm going to leave about 1 inch space, which is going to serve as our zipper allowance. So the next thing I'm going to do is to determine where my shoulder will be, and then as usual we are just going to figure out where I'm going to find half of my shoulder measurements. My shoulder measurement is 16 inches, half of that is 8 inches. So wherever my tape rule gets to and I'm able to find 8 inches, that's where I'm going to draw my shoulder line. As we can see here, what I have is 8 inches. So I'm just going to mark that point and then draw a straight line. It is from this point that I'll start to draw my vertical measurements. The next line I'm going to be drawing is my bust point measurement. My shoulder to my nipple point is 11 inches, and I'm going to mark that right here. From this nipple point, I'm going to go upwards by 2 inches to get my armhole, and that point right here is 9 inches that I just marked. I'm going to also square out those measurements. The next thing we are going to be working on is what our neck dimension is going to be. For this particular outfit, I want the neck to be 3.5 inches by 3.5 inches, and I'm just going to mark that. Remember, I'm taking my measurement from this front portion. This portion here is going to be our zipper allowance, so it won't make any sense for me to take my measurement from there. I'm coming backwards and taking my measurements from this center front fold that we have here, and right from this point I'm going to mark 3.5 inches and then come down as well by 3.5 inches. With this neck dimension that I just marked here, please note that you can take any neck measurement that you want. It all depends on you and what you're going for. 3.5 by 3.5 is a comfortable spot for me. Next thing I'm going to do is to grab my curve, my pattern master, and that's what I like to use to draw my neckline. This right here is my neckline dimension. The next thing I'm going to do is at this edge here, I'm going to come down by 1 inch to get my shoulder slant, and I'm just going to draw that slant as well. The next thing I'm also going to do is to find the midpoint of this my shoulder to armhole. My shoulder to armhole distance is 9 inches, as we can see. The midpoint of that is 4.5 inches. On this armhole line, I'm going to place my bust point measurements divided by 4. My round bust is 40 inches. 40 inches divided by 4 is 10 inches. I'm going to mark that 10 inches right here. The next thing I'll do is to draw a straight line coming from my shoulder to this bust point measurement that I just marked here. At this point, I'm going to figure out the midpoint of my armhole. My shoulder to my armhole is 9 inches, as we can see. The midpoint is 4.5 inches, and I'm going to mark that here. At this 4.5 inches point, I'm going to go inwards by half of an inch and that's what I just did here. The next thing I'm going to do is to connect this shoulder to this point and then to this my bust point using my armhole curve. And voila guys, this is what we have here. The next thing I'm going to be working on is my dress length. For this dress, I want the full length to be about 39 inches. So I'm going to just place my tape rule at the top and get to 39 inches. In addition to this 39 inches, I'm going to add about 2 inches for the hemming allowance. So 39 plus 2 inches will give us 41 inches. I'm going to just mark this 41 inches all around the base of my dress, ensuring that my tape rule is staying at the shoulder point. The next thing I'm going to do is to just cut. While cutting, remember not to cut the front neckline on the back neckline. For my back neckline, I want my neck dimension to be 1.5 inch by 3.5 inches. So I'm just going to come down by 1.5 inches and then draw the neckline. As usual with cutting our flared dresses, you know that if we cut using this method that I typically use, the front and the back will probably be unequal. So what you want to do is to just make up for these unequal points by just adding up fabric. Once that is done, we'll move on to the next stage in this particular tutorial. Alright guys, so this is the fabric that I added over here. So what I'm just going to do is I'm going to use this part of the front that is full. I'm going to use it to trim the back. So our front is complete now. So I'm just going to also, for the back, use the part of the back that is complete to cut the one where I joined excess fabric to. I'm just also going to speed through that portion of the video. So I already went ahead to balance out all the inadequacies of the fabric. So the next thing we are going to do now is to work on the neckline. For this my own neckline, I'm going to be working with bias. So I'm going to use a bias tape to just turn the neckline of the front and the back piece of fabric. Also, I'm going to be joining the zip allowance portion of this particular back piece. For my own dress, I don't want to put a zipper. I want to just put a button at the neck. If you want to put zipper, this is the point in which you're going to also go ahead to attach your zipper. And then once that is done, we'll be working on the next stage in this particular tutorial. Alright guys, so I already went ahead to turn the neckline of the front and the back with bias tape. I have this excess going on here. I'm just going to snip it off. And I also went ahead to join the back together, the two pieces that will form the back. I came down by 7 inches for ease at the back. That's where and then I'm just going to place my button at this tip here at the top. I believe we all understand what I'm trying to illustrate right here. Anyway, the next thing I'm going to do now is to join the shoulders together. So I'm just going to place these two pieces of fabric together, right sides facing each other, and then join them together at the shoulder. What I'm going to do now is to join the shoulders together, and then we'll move on to the next stage, which will be us creating the sleeve for this particular dress. So for the sleeve, I've already gone ahead to draft my long sleeve. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do now is to start to do a slash and spread method of creating a sleeve in order to get that full-fledged sleeve. And what that entails is at the edge of this your long sleeve right here, you're going to divide your sleeve into say 3 or 4. For me, I'm going to divide the edge of my sleeve into 3. What I have at the hem of my sleeve is about 5 inches. So if I divide that into 3, what I'll have will be 1 3/4 in 3 places. So I'm just going to go ahead to mark that right now. So now that that is done, I'm going to connect these 3 divisions that I have here. I'm going to connect it with just simple straight lines to the top of my sleeve. For that, I'm going to use a marker just so you guys get to see what I'm doing clearly, because I'm currently working with pencil and I feel like it's not going to tell on camera very well. And then connect each marked point to the top of my paper. So we have like 3 portions here. My paper keeps folding because I have my pattern paper just rolled up together. So I'm just going to mark this as A, B, and C, or 1, 2, 3, depending on what you want. The next thing I'm going to do now is I'm going to just slash into these lines that I've already drawn on my paper, and I'm just going to use my paper scissors. What I'm doing is I'm slashing up to very close to the top of my sleeve right here. I'm not going to slash all the way through. I'm just going to slash very close to the top of my sleeve. I'm going to repeat that on these 2 lines. We want to be like 1 inch away from the top. All right guys, so now that you've done this, the next thing you're going to do is to grab the piece of fabric that you're going to be using for your sleeve. For me, I'm working with this leftover from my Ankara fabric. I don't know if I mentioned, but I was working with 3 yards of fabric. If you have like my body size, if we have similar measurements, you might want to use like 3.5 yards of fabric. With these 3 yards, I had to do a lot of management skill to ensure that my fabric becomes enough for this dress. But if you have more than 3 yards of fabric, that will be way better for you. So I have this fabric folded into 4, as you can see, because I want to cut my 2 sleeves at once. All right, so the next thing I'm going to do now is to be pinning these strips of paper that form my sleeve. I'm going to be pinning them on this piece of fabric. So I'm just going to grab my pin. You want to place your sleeve in such a way that this letter A, or your first portion of your sleeve, is sitting very close to the fold of your sleeve. I folded my fabric into 4, and this is where the fold is. So I'm just going to pin this portion of the fold to this A portion of our sleeve. For my sleeves that I'm trying to slash and spread, I'm going to create them in such a way that A, B, and C are 4 inches apart. So I'm going to first of all ensure that I've pinned A very well to the fold. Next thing I'm going to do is measure another 4 inches and place C. Now that I have something like this going on, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to just cut my sleeve. The next thing I'm going to do now is to just go up by like 1 inch or 1.5 inch at this edge of my sleeve, just to give this sleeve a nice little curve situation at the side. Next thing I'm going to do is to blend this curve-like situation into the center of this my sleeve. I don't like to see this mark of fabric on my work, so I'm going to cut my sleeve in such a way that I get rid of that whole marking situation. And voila guys, our sleeve for this dress is ready. So what I'm going to do now is to just attach this sleeve to the dress. I also have my ostrich feather. Remember, the inspiration for this dress had ostrich feather going on it. The original dress was made by Mirush online. I saw the dress, and knowing fully well that I can make something like it for myself, I decided to make it and also film the tutorial for you guys. Anyway, I have my ostrich feather here. I got this from Mr. Okoro in Rumumasi market. He sells it for 1,500 naira per yard. I have about 3 yards here. I might not necessarily use this up, but I just wanted to be safe with the quantity of feather that I have going on. So what I'm going to do first of all is to attach this ostrich feather onto the edge of my sleeve before I now go ahead to attach the sleeve to the body of the dress. I'm just going to do that real quick and then we'll continue. All right friends, so I've gone ahead to sew my sleeve around the portion where the sleeve is supposed to go. So all that is remaining to do now is to sew the sides and then close up the sleeves, and then I'm going to go ahead to also add button to this my dress, because remember I did not put zipper. I'm going to be using button. Finally, I'm going to go ahead to also hem the bottom of the dress. Okay, hem it all around. And guys, it will be time for me to try on the dress, so we'll see what it will look like if you've done everything correctly. Also remember to subscribe to this channel if you're not subscribed. Don't just be watching videos without being a part of the family. Subscribe to this channel, and also remember to click on the bell notification right beside the subscribe button. That way you'll be the first to know every single time I post a new video. Please give this video a big fat thumbs up. That way I know that you guys got value from watching this video, and it will encourage me to come back with more similar tutorials. This is the end result of this outfit. Thank you for your time. All right guys, I can't wait to see you in another tutorial. Bye.